Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a wear test on the YSL All Hours Foundation. So before we jump into this, I want to show you the product and talk to you a little bit about it. So this is the YSL Yves Saint Laurent All Hours Longwear Natural Matte Foundation with 24-hour wear. This is the glass bottle that it comes in. It does have a pump to it. It is 0.84 ounces, which is slightly smaller than your typical foundation. Typically they're 1 ounce. This foundation does come in 40 different colors and is at the $54 price point. You can purchase this at Sephora. Now let's talk about some of the information that they have actually claimed on the site about this product. This foundation is a natural matte foundation that delivers up to 24 hours of wear. It blurs the look of pores, lines, and wrinkles. It offers a buildable full coverage and looks just applied all day. It is a full coverage with a matte finish, and it is good for normal, dry, combination, and oily skin types. It has an SPF of 30 and under, not exactly sure what they mean by the and under, and their highlighted ingredients are the black tea antioxidant complex, which combats the visible signs of dullness and fatigue while protecting the skin from pollution. They also want you to know that it is made with ultrafine oil-absorbing pigments, black tea antioxidants, and SPF of 20 broad spectrum sunscreen. Is made with ultrafine oil absorbing pigments. The additional information they have on the site for you to know is it is made with ultrafine oil absorbing pigments, black tea antioxidants, and SPF 20 broad spectrum sunscreen. This weightless, skin care enriched formula eliminates shine, even skin tone, and conceals the look of blemishes, dark spots, and redness without fading, flaking, drying, or caking for up to 24 hours. That is a lot of big promises to live up to. So we're gonna try this on and check it out throughout the day at 5 and 10 hours. All right, giving this one a shot in the color BR40. Comes with a pump, glass bottle. We'll do 3 pumps. I'm doing one side with a brush and the other side with a sponge. Color match is good. I do use the, oh, I forgot my under eye corrector. I do use the Sephora color match system because when I'm doing these reviews, I want to know if their color match system is working well with them as well as part of the review. I base it on my best color in a foundation that they carry. The one I match it to is my Estee Lauder Double Wear in the color Pebble. I think it's like 3C something. All right, so continuing on, now that I did that, this side of my face, I always do the right side of my face. I'll get this out of your way with the brush, and then I do the left-hand side of my face with the sponge. Has a heavy scent. I don't know what the scent is. Getting around my nose. It's a little bit floral, but I think I'm also smelling it because I'm working on my nose right now. So I'm gonna add, that was the 3 pumps, but I'm adding one more. I am typically someone who uses 4 pumps. I'm using my Beauty Blender sponge. This was a holiday one. Okay, it's doing good coverage with the sponge as well. All right, so coverage is still good with the sponge. Some products, as soon as I get to the sponge part of it, it all goes to hell in a handbasket. All right, so overall, making sure I get the edge of my nose, the tip of my nose, because that is the area that always wears off the fastest. Now I'm going to take it and just go into my hairline and on my ears and around my chin. And then same thing, I'm going to take the brush on this side. Now I will say it is definitely a heavier coverage with this brush. I can tell the difference on this side versus this side. That is kind of typical. When I want a more full coverage, I do use the brush. But yeah, I mean, I think it looks pretty good. Nice finish to it, not too heavy looking, not cakey looking or anything like that yet. I'm liking it. It has a nice coverage to it, definitely a full coverage product. So I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup and we'll talk about it after. I realized I forgot my lip gloss. All right, so let's talk about this product now. Overall, I think it goes on very nicely, very pretty finish, very good coverage to it. If you want the fuller coverage, just a slight bit more coverage, use a brush. If you want it to kind of go down just a little bit, use the Beauty Blender. Both applied beautifully though. Both have the same finish to it. There's no difference in the texture of the product when you use it one way versus another. It is a good color match that I can see so far. We will go outside in natural sunlight and see it just in natural daylight inside of the house to see how it looks. But overall, I think the finish is very nice and I'm interested to see how this wears all day. Talk about the colors. So this is my all-time favorite Perfect Match foundation. It is from Lime Life in the color 02 Olive. This is my Estee Lauder Pebble C32. And then this one over here is the Dior Forever Undercover in the color 034. And then this is the newest one that we are testing out today, which is the YSL All Hours foundation in BR40. This is where you are seeing the colors. This is in the studio, quote unquote, lighting. This is very, very close to all of these. I would say it is definitely closest as far as swatching to the Estee Lauder one. However, it does have that same pink kind of undertone, which my skin needs right here across the board. So this is definitely in the right realm of colors for me. I am definitely thinking that this is a great color match. So I love seeing when I see it this way and I can really, really, really see the differences and know how that color stacks up against others I have. Looking at this in natural sunlight with shading inside the house, the color looks like it is a decent match to me. There is a chance that this could oxidize on me. That does happen sometimes with my oily skin. We will see how it does, and now let's go take a look at it outside. We are outside right now in a shaded area, and you can see how this is looking. Take a little bit of a closer look at it here. And now I'm going to step into the direct sunlight so you can take a look at it in direct sunlight as well. It is very hard for me to tell here until I look back at this footage. It is very windy out, and see how this actually looks in the daylight. We are now at a 5-hour check-in, and I will tell you, I am pretty darn impressed with this. For the most part, I have no oil breakthrough, nothing I'm noticing out of the ordinary. I mean, to be honest with you, even my area that I always break through on oil on has not broken through. I have been wearing glasses. There is no marks on either side. I've been working on my computer for most of the day. There's an eyelash there, but that doesn't have to do with the foundation. No breakdown on the chin, no breakdown around the nose. I'm really impressed with this, guys. Like, I've heard a lot of people talk about this foundation, but this is pretty impressive. I am really liking the staying power. I like that it stays exactly where it was. It does not look any different. Typically, my forehead looks a little bit patchy about this time of day, and I am not noticing that whatsoever. So far so good. We'll check. I want to take you guys a little bit closer, show you the forehead, around the eyes, on either side of the cheek and jawline, around the mouth, nose. I mean, it's holding up really good. 10-hour check-in. So I am so happy to report I am still matte. I did not blot this. I did not powder this. I did not anything. And I am so impressed with this, you guys. I have no idea. I have no words. So let's take a close look at it and let's discuss this. So a couple of the key things is it says it does not settle into fine lines. I did not find that it settled into fine lines. The only spot that I found it broke down a little bit was around the edge of my nose because I was blowing my nose a lot because, you know, the weather changes. Slight, I mean, so slight. No one would ever notice this. It's just me kind of trying to nitpick at this point. It does say that it helps with the pore size. This, guys, is pretty impressive because pores and texture are two of my biggest issues. And in person, I'm telling you, it's good. I am pretty impressed with this. Overall, this is a nice wearing foundation. It has stayed amazingly. I'm going to do a close-up. We'll come back and talk about final thoughts. All right, so getting up and personal. My eyes are red because I've been staring at the computer all day, but my forehead, this is the area that I was talking about. I mean, it is so, you would never notice it unless I was pointing it out. A little bit right through here, you can tell where the foundation has kind of rubbed off from blowing my nose so often. But to be honest with you, it stayed around here and it didn't crease in around the edges of my nose, which is always a big issue. No creasing through here, no creasing right here. Those are my key areas. This stayed perfect. Like, this looks like it did when I first put it on. Fine lines in through here. There's no settling, no cracking. No issues in between here. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than I am shocked. Now that we've seen the swatches, let's talk about my final thoughts on this product. I will tell you that it does have a good color selection. The price is average to all of the others. As far as applying it, it was easy to apply both ways. It lasted. If you need, I mean, this almost lasted better than my Estee Lauder Double Wear, guys. That is crazy that I'm saying that. So it is closest in type of foundation to the Estee Lauder Double Wear. However, it has things in it that are much better than the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It does not settle into fine lines. Estee Lauder can do that. It also helps to reduce the appearance of pores in through this area. For me, right here is my noticeable area. And the fact that it did not settle into fine lines at all. At all. And Estee Lauder does all three of those things. I love the coverage of it. I love the color match of it. But I'm telling you, this one just has that slight step up on the Estee Lauder. Now, will it replace one of my top three? That's the hard part for me. To be honest with you, it may. This is the first one since I've gotten back to testing foundations that may bump one of those out of the running. But now it's just a decision as to which one. Because I will say, I think this one has a better finish to it. The color ever so slightly has a more of an orangish undertone than the pink undertones of the others. It might be bumping the Estee Lauder out. That's the one I think that's going to go. It's between that and the Dior. The Lime Life is still my go-to if I need one that matches exactly and does everything I want. But it might bump one of those two others out. So the next time I do a wear test, we will have to see which ones are in my top there. But this is an amazing foundation, guys. I am so impressed with this. I am so impressed that it stayed matte on my combination oily skin type in through this area on my nose. That breakdown through here, I have a feeling if I wasn't blowing my nose so often, it wouldn't be happening right there. This stuff, guys, is impressive. I am truly impressed with this foundation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this wear test on the YSL All Hours 24-Hour Wear Foundation. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, I would love if you followed along here with me. If you are interested in any specific foundations that you would like to see a review on, I would love to hear about that down in the comments. And if you've tried this foundation, I'd love to hear about that too. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching and sticking with me, and have a great day. Bye.